Hey, what is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, we've got some absolute fire from Clash Discs. We've got the new double steady plastic. It feels like it might be overmolded. You can feel the texture between the two colors. We have two designs. We've got this sort of flowery sunflower looking design. And then we also have a little more serious looking square or ninja star inside of a circle. So we'll call this the ninja star pattern, and we'll call this the cute little sunflower pattern. We've got two mints and we've got two wild honeys. I'm really curious into mostly the stability of these runs. Clash Discs, the mint and the wild honey were, for me at least, notoriously a bit more understable than I would like in that, relative slot. So these were usually a little bit too understable to be reliable as an upshot disc, but I'm really excited to test both of these molds out. The prototype honey was perfect. Such a good, stable, long flying bomber. And then they came out with the wild honeys and they were way more flippy. So I'm sure a lot of you Clash fans out there are pretty curious how these discs are actually going to fly. So let's do the mints and then we'll do the wild honeys. Ooh, that's a really good sign. That mint was really stable. Let's crank on this one a little bit more. Oh yeah, those are beef. That is 100% what you want out of your approach disc. Something just super reliably overstable. We're throwing into a good bit of a headwind here. I'm gonna let this family walk by and then we'll throw these, because if these are flippy, I don't want to take someone out. These feel really solid in the hand. The white and blue has a much lower parting line, so I think that one's going to be even more understable. So we'll throw that one first, kind of see where we're at here. Oh, that was an incredible flight. I feel really good about these. That was exactly what you want out of like a bomber distance driver. Oh, these are awesome. These are so good. That thing goes for absolute days. All right, let's go grab everything. We'll throw them back the other way. I think this is probably the best run of wild honey since the prototype run. Feel free to quote me on that. These seem really good. So we've been seeing a lot of different types of plastics and mold changes from Clash Discs, particularly the wild honey. I had such high hopes for the original honey prototypes. Probably one of the best distance drivers I've ever thrown. The biggest problem with those is in the reseller market. The only way you can actually get a blue prototype honey, the best run, is for $100. I hope they continue to produce these, because for me, this flies exactly like my prototype honey flies. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited with how those first two shots looked. The profile, we got a nice little bit of dome, just enough for like a baby pop top. It's that perfect amount of dome where you can get that nice pushing distance out of it. And then the other one, quite similar, maybe not quite as domey, but still that little bit of baby puddle top, or sorry, not puddle top, pop top. And then we've got the mint. The pink and green is probably slightly more domey. This yellow and blue one is absolute money. Feels incredible in my hand, at least for the forehand. We're gonna forehand these out there and kind of test the stability here. Let's give the mints a toss on the forehand and see if they can hold up to a flick. The backhand was really stable. Let's see if the forehand holds up the same. When it comes to approach discs for me, I really want something that's not going to turn. I want something that's going to just fight out the whole way. My slammer does that very well. I feel like the A2 does that really well. Not super happy with that first toss. Flew really well on backhand, not so great on forehand. I don't want my approach disc to hyzer flip at all. That one's a little bit better. The green and pink one carrying a little bit more dome is going to be just a little bit hair more overstable. Yeah, these are really good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they bomb. All right, so as far as the mint goes so far, I think the mint will just always be an underwhelming mold for me. The only run that was really good was the special edition. Like, it was premium plastic. It was super stiff. It was special blend flat top mints that were in the mystery boxes like last Christmas. Mine was like gray or silver, and it was board flat and really stable. Like, it was a lot more of what I would hope these would be like. But we got a really stiff headwind coming in, and let's just see how these handle the headwind. This will probably be the last throw with the mints. I'm more interested in those wild honeys for sure. Like, if I want that kind of flight, I'm gonna throw like a popcorn or literally anything other than that. Like, I don't want a mint to fly dead straight. Although I will say the green and pink one flies better. It's got the dome for a little bit more added stability. I just wouldn't trust it. If it was windy like it is today, I just wouldn't trust that mint enough to rip it into a headwind with confidence. But I know with my slammer, A2, anything a bit more reliable, torque resistant, and overstable, I would go for something that I can trust more than, I can trust the mint. Now, this is the true test right here. It's a ripping headwind. At least for Charlotte, it's a ripping headwind. Let's see if these can hang on in a good headwind. Look at that turn. So definitely turned a bit, laid off that one a bit. Slight hyzer release. Let's trust this one with a little bit more height here. Get that elbow up. It's a really good like bomber disc. I think you Clash disc fans are really gonna love the double steady run. Feels really great, flies really great. I'm throwing into a pretty substantial headwind right now, and although the first one did flip over quite a bit, it's got so much more stability than those like see-through premium ones. Those were awful. Like, they were just unusably flippy, and I believe they're out of production now due to that reason. But if you like the blue prototype honey, that is your new money driver. Hopefully these are more of a production run that you can just continue to buy. That double steady run of wild honey is super good. All right, I'm gonna retire these mints unofficially. Don't really love the mint as a mold in general, but the new double steady plastic looks incredible. Like, look at these things. They look super awesome, super unique. This is one of those discs, you pull it out of your bag. Every single person is gonna ask you like, what is that? That looks so cool. Can I throw it? Can I feel it? Feels and looks insanely good, like top tier. But as far as the flight, the mint, I've never liked it. I've thrown every run since the mint has existed. I've thrown the prototype, the baseline, like literally every run of mint I did not like. These ones look the best, but they do not fly the best. If you want to throw the best mint, get the special edition one from last year's mystery box, or special blend, whatever that one was. That's the one. That's the one you want. It's actually really stable. So we're going to retire these for the day. These excite me much more. These are really, really cool. This is a disc that I would place next to the Discmania DD, the Lone Star Growler, any of those sort of like -2 turn drivers. I would probably take this over any of those other ones I just named. These are absolute money. We got a pretty big tailwind here. I'm going to try and really let's just pump these out there one last time, and then we'll wrap up the video. Oh, that's low. Pro tip, when you're throwing in a tailwind, you need to throw it with a little more height. The wind's going to push it down. All right, elbow up. Come on. There it is. That's smushed. Get to the golf green. Oh! I think I cleared the golf green. I think that's my furthest throw out here ever. Let's, we're actually going to measure that one. I think That's probably my farthest throw ever out here. So I've thrown a lot of discs out here. So anything that gives me my PR from tee to green, that's a good driver. All right, super happy with these discs. The second disc I threw went 416 feet. That's a really good bomb for me. That's a really great rip. I pretty much stretched it out, I think, as far as I can, you know, with my current abilities, you know, with the backhand. I know I didn't forehand these at all. I can forehand them in another video. If you guys would like to see that, comment down below. I just wanted to focus on the backhand because that's what I've been practicing the most. Yeah, double steady wild honey. These are really, really solid. For all you proto honey throwers out there, go get yourself these double steadies and stock up. These might even be better than the protos. These are a really, really solid run, and you definitely should get one for yourself. Anyway, comment your thoughts down below. You guys are watching Iceberg TV, and take care.